Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good following morning if you're watching in New Zealand or Australia. It is the AMA number 7 this week, 7 weeks. Still can't believe it. Time seems to have lost all kinds of relevance here. Relativity seems all gone with time. Who knows what day it is, what time it is, but I keep track personally by AMAs, and this is AMA number 7. In a few minutes, we'll have a very special guest, my wife, Kasia Leonardi, the world-famous chef of Jccc Krakow, who'll be joining us to talk about many different things. I am not allowed to embarrass her, but she is, I'm sure, going to embarrass me. That's how it works. So very excited for everybody. Good morning, Jeffrey. Good morning, Emmy. Good morning, Sebastian. Good morning, Rich. Hello, everybody watching at home. If you want to type in your comments, questions, anything interesting you want to talk about, I will see you. I won't see you who's there unless you type in a comment. So if you want to get a shout out or engage me in thoroughly interesting, thought-provoking, meaningful conversation, then please write something there, type something, and I will see you. There you go. So it's been an interesting week. A lot going on this week. It was first Yom HaZikaron, the day of remembrance for the fallen soldiers of Israel and victims of terror. And then the following day, which I think is just a wonderful way of doing it, it goes right into Yom HaAtzmaut. So you understand Yom HaZikaron, you commemorate the sacrifice that people made so that we have a homeland of Israel, and then the next day you celebrate that homeland. I've always thought it was a perfect way. I mean, in an American sense, it would be strange going from a sad day right into July 4th, but I think that the close connection in Israel, because it's such a short history of the country and everything is really within living memory, this idea of commemorating those who perished, who were killed defending Israel, to go right into the celebration of Israel Independence Day. It was always a really fun holiday to be in Israel. Here at the JCC, we always did a huge Yom HaAtzmaut party with some Israeli content, flags and hummus and singing Hatikva. Obviously, this year we didn't do that. But what was very, very cool this year is that the date in the Hebrew calendar of Yom HaAtzmaut, which is when we celebrated in the world, fell on April 29th, which April 29th is, of course, maybe not of course for me and for some of you guys watching, but April 29th is the birthday of Jccc Krakow. So April 29th, 2008, 12 years ago, yesterday? No, 2 days ago. No, yesterday, 30 days, half September. Yesterday was the 29th. Okay, just keeping track. April 12 years ago was Prince Charles's visit with Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall, opened the JCC. When I look back at that, to be honest, I am just shocked, not to say, shocked how much we've done and built, the community and staff and visitors and this, but, that's all true. I'm shocked how little I knew and how woefully unprepared I was for the job, to be honest. I like to joke, and Kasha always tells me to stop saying it, and she's rolling her eyes across the room, but that I think I got the job as JCC director just because I was the only one in the country who knew what JCC stood for. So I guess it wasn't such a bad metric to use at hiring because things have worked out okay. But in some ways, 12 years of the JCC, it feels like, 40 years, feels like 50 years, my whole life. But in some ways, it feels like it was just a few days ago. Oh, Menachem Rabbi Creditor, scholar in residence at UJA. Welcome. Good morning, guys. I look every day at 3 o'clock. I see you, which is 9 o'clock. Your morning thoughts. So thank you for watching. It's always nice to see you and our good friends. So many friends of ours from UJA Federation in New York, friends from all over, but UJA has been a particularly real strong partner of ours, and so many of the people who've become our good supporters and friends really came through here through UJA. And they're doing an amazing job in New York City, which is so hard so hard hit with Corona. UJ has really raised a ton of money and been able to distribute that and help a lot of people in need. So wonderful for that. Our hero, Marcel Zielinski, joining. Good morning, Marcel in Montreal. 10 a.m. in Montreal. I saw Marcel's been riding a lot, so hopefully we'll be able to ride together soon, Marcel. We're going to talk a little bit about Ride for the Living, what that looks like this year. I'm going to get to some questions in a little bit. Just wanted to talk first about Yom Ha'atzmaut and the fact that it came on the same day as Jccc birthday. So for me, as the executive director here at Jccc and also an Israeli citizen, the connection of Yom Ha'atzmaut and our birthday is something that means that it's a very, very special day. So I celebrated by, thinking about the Jccc in many ways, of course, just working, regular work day for me at the Jccc. But also last night I watched something interesting which connected to Israel, which was I know many fans of Fauda, Jeffrey Roll out there, seems like the #1 fan of Fauda. Yesterday there was an interesting Q&A with Daron, who is, the other guy is Avi Iskarov, and Daron is Lior somebody. I'm sure somebody will jump in with that. There was a Q&A with them and the woman who runs Yes Network, which is the channel it's on in Israel, which is very interesting. So that was kind of a very Yom Ha'atzmaut end of the day to watch, not only watch Fauda, but to watch people talking about Fauda. In terms of where we are, give the Corona update in Poland, some interesting things to talk about actually, as Poland is going to beginning to open up a little bit. We are at, again, Poland's population, 38 million. So we're at 12,781 infected, 628 dead. Vicky, thank you, Lior Raz. Thank you, Jeffrey, Lior Raz. I forgot the Raz. So 628 passed away in Poland and 3,236 recovered. We are starting going. I mentioned before there are 4 stages of the reopening of life here in Poland, of the economy. First one was beaches and parks. We did that last week. Stage 2 is coming next week. After the May holiday, here we still celebrate May Day, the Workers' Day. So it's a national, and May 3rd, which is the Constitution Day in Poland. So it's kind of a few-day big holiday that they bunch it together. So starting on May 4th, some cultural institutions will open with distancing. Museums are going to start to open. The government has kind of said what's happening, but hasn't given that much information. So we're looking to see what details they're going to give us about that. And what's very, very relevant for us is that preschools are going to start to be allowed to be open. So we are furiously working behind the scenes, talking with our preschool director, with teachers, with doctors in the community, trying to get information from the Department of Health, from the government about what needs to happen so we can reopen our preschool to ensure safety, not only of the children, but also, of course, safety of the teachers and safety of everybody, the parents when the kids go home, and all of that. So we're looking into that, which is very exciting. To be able to reopen Friday will be the first step in the reopening of the Jccc. Hotels are going to start opening. Shopping malls will start opening, but not cinemas, not fitness clubs. So different ways, slowly things are starting to open up. But so I'm happy about that. I will say that I am not thrilled with the amount of detail the government has gone into. So to say that preschools are opening or can start opening is one thing, but not to give the full guidelines is sort of leaving us out there a little bit without as much information as we would need. But we're looking into that, and I'll be very, very happy that soon, within, I hope, a couple of weeks, we'll have our little Friday kids back in the building. And we'll have to figure out, I think we might have to expand what is the preschool. So we might have to give them another floor on the building so they can be more spaced out. So we'll see if that's the case, but that's what we're looking at now. So very good news coming out of Poland in terms of Corona, that while it's still hitting us and hitting us hard, people feel like we are in the stages of being able to reopen the economy. That being said, the huge caveat here is that there's been very little testing, one of the lowest testing levels in the EU. So who knows, perhaps we're all asymptomatic walking around with Corona. We don't know, but as of now, and I'm speaking to some friends that are health professionals here, things are under control. and we're eager to get things started and to start rejoining life and rejoining the world. Shout out to Orion. Hi, Orion in Paris, Adam in Miami, Moni in Warsaw, Paula in Manchester. Nice to see all of you. Thank you for tuning in. I am going to get a few questions before we get to questions for Kasha. Our special guest, Kasia Leonardi, in the green room, getting ready to come in. So we'll get to some questions. And if you have any questions, please post. I'll get to them. Hi, Bettina, Dr. Bettina in Germany, on the front lines of things. Germany's done a very good job. They're very efficient and have done a good job in dealing with Corona. Bettina, I hope that you're staying safe and your community is doing well, and they're lucky to have you there. Dr. Bettina Scharpenberg, my old friend from Kibbutz Yotvata, where I talked a lot about Yotvata in my previous AMAs. It wouldn't be an AMA if Yotvata didn't get a shout out. So there you go, Yotvata. Jccc Krakow turned 12. Mazel tov. What's your birthday wish this year? My birthday wish this year is that we can be open, that the world can get past Corona, that our community will once again be able to come together as a community to celebrate together, not only virtually, and that soon enough, when I hear the word Zoom, I will think of a childhood program I used to watch in New York City in the 70s, and not in the way that most of us communicate. So that would be my birthday wish. Kind of an obvious one this year, that we can just get back to life as normal. And maybe if there's just a thing for all of us, that maybe all of us will appreciate the things that we didn't appreciate so much before, like, I don't know, bumping into somebody on the street or sitting in a movie theater, things like that. Kasha Wajuk from Minsk Mazowiecki. Hello, Kasha. I always write personal lyrics. You always write personal lyrics to Beatles songs for the Jccc birthday, which are performed by the Jccc choir. That's true. Did you write a song for Jccc birthday, 12th birthday as well? Yes, I did. Unfortunately, nobody performed it. The birthday song was To Come Together. There have been other birthday songs, I think about 10 so far, come together. I don't remember. I really wrote it like a month or two ago. Jewish future, Krakow, Jccc. That's the chorus. I don't really remember the rest, but I'm sure we can get that to you. Maybe our choir at some point will perform it, and we'll put it out there on YouTube, and you guys can see it. Benji, #1 fan in the Kathy Bates sense. Benji Lovett, who I'm sure is wearing his dissolving T-shirts. How are you, funny boy? Benji Lovett from Yafo. Audrey from Westchester. Hello, everybody. Will there be a Jccc bat mitzvah this year, or will there be Jccc bar mitzvah next year? Very good question. There will be a big Jccc bar mitzvah celebration next year. We'll see what that means. Hopefully lots of presents. We'll celebrate that here. We'll see. After our New York event for the 10th day, we said that was a one-off, but 3 years is a long time. Maybe we'll have a bar mitzvah party to celebrate the Jccc, and also to be able to, maybe it'll have a fundraising aspect to be able to help raise money so we can do what we keep doing here, taking care of our community. Does the Jccc Krakow celebrate? Next question. Does the Jccc celebrate Yom HaAtzmaut? Of course we celebrate Yom HaAtzmaut. We Israel Independence Day for your non-Hebrew speakers. We do celebrate Yom HaAtzmaut every year. I said earlier, we have a barbecue. We focus on Israel. We really have a strong Israeli focus all year, but especially obviously Yom HaAtzmaut. This is the 72nd birthday of the State of Israel, and we love it, especially, as I said earlier a lot, that our birthday and the State of Israel's birthday are always somewhat close in time. So very often we do a combination birthday party for us and for Israel. Any update on Ride for the Living? Yes, updates on Ride for the Living. So we are furiously working behind the scenes to prepare a virtual Ride for the Living. We are planning, we're going to roll that out very, very soon in the next couple of weeks, I think by mid-May, give people plenty of time to get involved. And I think more or less the idea is that people will have different fitness goals, cycling goals. They can get different medals and levels, and they'll do that to be able to, one, get in shape, two, focus a little on the JCC, and also to support the JCC. Ride for the Living is our biggest fundraiser, and it's be much, much smaller this year. Then we've got to make sure the virtual aspect of the ride is going to be something also exciting as well. But I think that the ride itself might go on much, much, much smaller, so people won't really be traveling. Maybe we'll have a small group of us here from Krakow be able to do it, if people can travel from Europe, from Israel a little bit, but I don't think there's going to be much of an American contingent here. So that's what the ride looks like. Any new signs? No, I haven't been getting that many any new signs. Let's see. Have any? No. Look, I've been busy. Haven't been collecting any new signs. But I'll always say, once again, if anybody has signs, this one from Jeffrey Rolat. The signs I collected from different places. This one just have to walk by. Any street signs are always welcome. If anyone has any street signs laying around, send them over to Poland or hang on to them for me. Okay. What is currently on my watch list? Yeah, I've been watching the Michael Jordan documentary. I've been watching Money Heist. But yeah, I need Kasha and I need some stuff to watch. So if you have any good suggestions, please type them in the comments. We love to have more stuff to watch. We started watching the what's his name, Ricky Gervais show, but we didn't really like it. Kasha just wants to watch stuff. I have a short attention span, and I hate everything right away. If it doesn't get me after half an episode, then I want to quit watching. We watched like 10 episodes of Messiah, and it was just driving me crazy, so I think given up on that. Kasha wants to continue. I'm a little sick, so we'll have to fight that one out at home. Follow with the question. Hi, John. My question, why did you go to Poland in the first place? Very good question. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before. So I was living after the army. I was back on the kibbutz, deciding what I would do, if I would stay on the kibbutz. And there was a volunteer on the kibbutz Poland who I met. We became a couple, and I decided to leave Israel and to move to Poland with her. It was in 2001. Her name was Kinga, and she was from Łódź, and I moved to Poland in 2001, and then I moved to Krakow, and then it didn't work out with her, and I just fell in love with Krakow, and I stayed. So I came to Poland for the noblest of reasons. I was chasing after a woman. Pani Zosha, inspired by mentioning the song. Pani Zosha says, że już była gotowa aranżacja, nasz chór już próbował, mogę ci zaśpiewać przez telefon z tenora. So Pani Zosha, our esteemed member, Holocaust survivor, is writing in the comments in Polish. She says she's part of our choir, the ones who sing our the song that I write every year. She says that there was already the arrangement for this year's birthday song, and she's ready to sing it over the phone whenever I want. So maybe next week we'll see how that works. Maybe have a special guest over the phone. Might be Pani Zosha, who can sing the song, sing the birthday song. We'll talk about that and see, but that's a good idea. Thank you, Zosha, and huge shout out. One of the things that really I miss the most is you and the other seniors in our senior club not walking into the thing. I miss going up to the first floor and seeing the kids, but I really, really miss also walking into the building and making a left and going into the senior club where our survivors are hanging out with Malga, their leader, the director of the senior club, and able to schmooze and hang out and watch them make themselves silly every day. Something I really, really miss. Benji, love it. Harry can get a green chair. Let's talk. I'll give it to you at a good price. Jeffrey Rolat, wait. Not sure what you mean by wait. Perfect Strangers in Melrose Place. Thank you, Benji. Paulo like Messiah. Good morning, Laurie. Hi, Laurie Rolat. Mark Bark, King of Miami Beach, checking in. Mark, I know you tuned in, not for me. I think you may have turned in for Kasha, which will be a very good segue. So without further ado, I would like to bring my amazing wife the real star of the show, secret weapon, the head chef Jccc Krakow, Kasia Leonardi.
Dzień dobry.
I think that we'll do this in Polish, Kasha, if you don't mind.
So
I'm sorry, in English.
in English.
In English. In English. Okay, I have questions for Kasha that Kasha has been exposed to. Kasha's been exposed to many things. No comments there, by the way, but does not know. First of all, Kasha, how are you today?
I'm great. You?
How's your quarantine going?
So
far, so good. Shuli. Shuli from Israel. So, I know that I heard this story, but good morning, Greg from Philly. Maybe tell people a little bit, because you obviously, out knowing you're Jewish, you want to tell us very quickly how you found out about your Jewish background.
Jewish? Who is Jewish?
Jewish?
Yeah. My sister, she's doing like the research about our family roots, and she discovered we have roots, and she was very interested how to be a Jewish, and she started to study with rabbi, and she was very into it, and met, I think, you before the Jccc was opened there. And when the Jccc opened, she was started a program at the Jccc. She invited me many times to Jccc, but I was like not interested about coming here.
Busy?
Oh, busy. And but one day it was Hanukkah party, and I came and I saw you, and I was like, maybe I will come more often.
Wait, let me. You weren't interested in coming to Jccc, yeah. And then you came to a Hanukkah party with her, and you met me, and then
exactly.
Yes,
and I decided to stay.
Everybody, how's that for outreach? Serious outreach on my part.
Yeah. And we started doing the Shabbat dinner, and the Shabbat dinner was growing and growing, and then now like 60 people
every week,
every week, and more guests all over, and yeah.
Shabbat dinners that are very, very big. I think the biggest in the building that we had here in Florida was 250. Yeah. But that's not the biggest you've ever done.
Yeah.
So maybe tell us about the biggest dinner that you've ever cooked.
It was like for the Shabbat dinner for the end of the bicycle ride, the festival.
The Jewish Culture Festival in Krakow.
Yes, and it was like what,
over 500.
Yeah, 500. Yeah, and it was very challenge for us, big challenge for us, because our kitchen is very small, and we use space, dream space, and every empty room in a Jccc to put food, and was really challenging, but it was successful. Everyone enjoyed it. Nobody was posing.
No, that's a success. Kasha has very high standards as a chef. If nobody's poisoned, she's happy. That's good. But that was a very eventful Shabbat dinner. I mentioned that not only did you cook for 500 people, I was appreciative that Kasha cooked 500 people, that I actually had to then right on the spot to propose.
Yes, thank you for Jeffrey Rollat. Yeah, he was the push you to the.
No, I was not push me. For you, Kasha. That's true. But for those who were there, and I know a lot of people were there, Benji was there. We're getting questions. We'll remember your question, Vicky, about Kasha's favorite thing to cook. But at that, I decided earlier, actually, story. Every year, Kasha would cook the dinner, and it was getting bigger. And the dinner in around the corner from the Jccc, not in the building, because we don't have space to have that many. So it's 200 people, 300, 400. And every year I would get on the stage at the end, and I would thank, and I did it without a microphone, because they couldn't hear what I was saying. I gave and everybody thought I was proposing. Yeah. So I would get emails during the year saying, "Oh, did you marry that girl? Did you marry her?" that's a good idea. That's how I'll propose. So I had the ring. We bought the ring in New York. My friend Jeffrey Rollout was watching. Was ready, and he brought it over on the plane to me and gave it to me, the whole thing. And I had everything set up. And I think half the people in the room knew. And normally Kasha notices every little thing that I do, but because
this time I didn't know anything about it.
She didn't know. I was busy cooking for 500 people. So at the end of the dinner, I got on the stage and I said, everybody always thinks I'm proposing to Kasha. This time I'm going to do it for real. And
I said yes.
Kasha said yes. Well, actually, we looked back on the recording and she never actually answered, but I took it as a yes. So very memorable dinner. So Vicky asks, Vicky in New York, asks your favorite thing to cook.
I like to cook the different salad, and I put like different stuff. I like to do like queso. It's also like this is my cover from the Hampton, and when we're spending the vacation with Vicky. Place we are eating the salad. One place, Run Swamp.
Very good. Run Swamp.
And they have like great salad with apple and cranberries, and I love the salad. I love to cook different salads.
And another question. So your favorite? That's so you're a very cool chef. Your goal as a chef is not to poison anybody, and your favorite thing to cook is salad, kale salad. Humble. Emmy Leonardi from Emmy Warner. What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh, I like soft serve and.
I'm sorry, soft serve is not exactly a flavor.
I know, but I want to explain. Hello. And I plain like vanilla or like frozen yogurt. I like that also.
Is there a flavor involved there? Your favorite?
I like
vanilla.
Like vanilla. Yeah, like.
Not once when we bought a pint of ice cream to our house in the years that we were living together to buy a pint of vanilla.
No, but
that is your favorite.
And I like vanilla.
Pistachio.
Pistachio is also good.
Okay. Rich, really magnificent.
Oh, thank you. I need to cook it. This is like set for me. I don't have a community, and for me, it's like for everyone. It's like so boring to cook for him because he eats pasta and everything. Like baby.
No, I don't eat baby food. I don't eat baby food, but I do. Kasha's wonderful cooking is wasted on me. I have to say, to live with a chef, and I'm a terrible, terrible eater. So one of the things we're excited to do now is that this week it was supposed to be the Jccc biennial, which is no longer called the biennial, but what it's called something. It was supposed to be in a walk. I'm going to get a message that is not good. But I think okay. Hear me okay? And I will continue as if you hear me okay. We were supposed to go to Milwaukee, and in Milwaukee there were two things that in Milwaukee before, and Kasha hasn't been. Two things I was excited for Kasha to have in Milwaukee. One is Luminati's Pizza, which is Chicago deep dish. We both really like pizza. Yeah. I might like pizza a little more, but we're both pizza fanatics. Illuminati, the real deep dish Chicago pizza, which Kasha hasn't had, then now they have it in Milwaukee. And the other thing is custard, real Milwaukee Cops custard. It was a phenomenal thing. If you like soft serve, then custard like a different level. Creamy. So creamy, yeah, like a richer, denser soft serve. So really, that is a thing that we're not going to be able to do this year, but maybe soon. We need in Krakow. Yes, Rolla. We do need Carvel. Bobby says vanilla soft circles. Bobby, Bobby from good. There's also good in Poland, but we like talking about Philly and food. We like the called. Is it Reading?
Oh yeah.
Reading Terminal. Terminal where there's lots and lots of good stuff. But everything, not only the ice cream there, they have like old Korean, but no, the donuts, yeah.
Donuts,
These Amish nuts,
donuts, wow,
which were
so
excellent.
good, yeah.
They're in Reading Terminal, I think it's called, but one of the Philly correct us if that's not the case. So, Kasha post. Marcel Zielinski tells us he likes rum raisin. Ooh, a good one. I personally hate raisins, but
raisins.
People like rum raisin.
I like everything.
As it says, cooking is like cooking for me. For Christian, his little kids are cooking.
More boring.
I don't know. Some of us know what cannoli is, Des. So I want to maybe go back a little bit to we talked in a small kitchen. What are the challenges there for cooking for 500 people in the kitchen? Is it the space, the timing of it? Is it the being able to just how to know what to cook first? How do you cook? How do you plan a meal? I know most people went for a Thanksgiving are freaking out, and you're always so cool. Although cooking for 500, really you and maybe 2 people or maybe 3 people. So how do you planning a meal for 500 people?
Yeah, the challenge is where to put like salad or like food is ready and waiting for serving because we don't have like too much fridge space, and this was like challenging because it's during the summer and it was very hot, and this was challenge for us, like where the stuff and
not poison anybody, which is our goal. Our voices are stuttering. I might switch the internet to my, although we have should usually have super fast internet. Of course, I'm not doing it in the house just because I wanted the internet to work, but I can hotspot my phone and switch the internet, and let's see if that's okay. I am now, let's see if the internet is better now. You guys can let me know. Hi, Diane. Hello, Swamp Scott. Okay. How are you keeping busy during quarantine besides just spending your time with your devoted, loving husband? Have you been doing any cooking classes online or things like that?
We made for like few short film for members, and I prepare like salad and different what is salad?
Again with the salads?
Yeah, something like some cookies, and we'll start to do some like Zoom classes, and I will show my favorite I don't know, pumpkin hummus recipe and stuff like this, and maybe next week we'll start Zoom classes, and it will be like fun to do. But what I'm doing, I'm cleaning my closet. I have like a new stuff to wear. And
if any of you have seen Kasha's closet, you understand why it takes a while for her to she has not a tiny closet. But you're also maybe talk a little bit about a project that we've been thinking about, which is a cookbook. Yeah. So you were inspired, I think, that by the cookbook that the Jccc Manhattan did, that your Katya did. You want to talk about that a little bit, and then maybe what you'd like to do?
Yeah, I start to looking for recipes, and maybe we will do like a cookbook inspired what we're doing for what I cook for our community, and also like my home recipes from my mother, and we will like put together, and we will do like the cookbook with the also photos from our events from Jccc. Maybe it will be like some cook and some stuff from the Jccc.
I know that you're
together.
I know you're a big fan of the Ottolenghi cookbooks. You have
I love
all of those, and those are really. But also community, I think it was called the Community Cookbook that Jccc. Community table, exactly. That the Jccc really Manhattan did was our inspiration. Go back to work, Greg. Bye. Thank you for that. Yeah. Good. And I think we touched on that when cooking. I would like to make salads.
It's good, it's like.
But you've started eating a little differently. used that we eat together, and now
Yeah.
you're making my usual pasta or something for me, and making
because Jonathan
vegetables
is
for
eating
yourself.
and I can because I will be like 100 kilo more, and but I eat more like fresh vegetables and quinoa. He doesn't like quinoa, and stuff like more stuff.
Uh-huh. I get back because there were no, okay, favorite food to eat. What is your favorite food to eat out, and what is your favorite restaurant?
Oh my God, this is like I love sushi. I can eat sushi a day, and this is like we have a few sushi places in Krakow where I'm going with my mom and my sister because Jonathan doesn't like sushi. And
no, I don't. Jonathan doesn't eat fish. It's not that Jonathan.
Vegetarian sushi. We have also like vegan sushi in Krakow.
It's a good point. It's a good point. Fair enough. So sushi is favorite.
I think it's like outside the restaurant. I like sushi.
Now, which is your restaurant to go to?
I don't know. In Krakow? Anywhere?
Anywhere.
Oh my God! I don't know.
You've been to some nice restaurants.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Mexican.
Ah.
I like, yeah.
You really liked. We were driving. Where were we driving? We were driving from Denver, and on the highway there was some little Mexican that you loved.
So good, yeah,
just authentic.
Like authentic.
But like Tex-Mex, we like Tex-Mex. Really nothing super fancy Mexican. More like Tex-Mex. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have some more questions that people in for Kasha that wrote on the Facebook. Ice cream, how do we meet? Okay, so we talked about ice cream. Where's your favorite ice cream in the world?
In the world? I
know soft serve.
Soft serve. Like I know it's like, but also we like Israel. Anita ice cream place is great.
Anita in Israel. We've been many times with
Benji.
Which, by the way, I don't know if it's open. It's an opening on the Upper East Side, which is phenomenal ice cream for the New Yorkers. Anita, really best ice creams I've ever had.
Now they made like new flavor. I think Bamba.
Amazing ice cream, really something special. And Ava Kodomovska says, "How can Kasha love to eat and still look like a model?"
Oh, thank you. I don't know.
You do eat a lot and you gain no weight.
I don't know, because I moved. I'm like I'm moving, and all the time I'm walking the dog, almost 10 K per day, and move, do my yoga, and
well, we talk a lot about, but is cooking in some ways is your passion, not your only passion. So maybe tell us a little bit. I know that you studied in the art academy, the fine arts academy, when you were, and you have done different things in terms of art teaching. So maybe talk a little bit about that as a hobby of yours.
Yeah, I like do my arts, and now I have I want to do some new and I invite I want to put my painting on the plates and maybe the recipes of my favorite food, and actually this Purim I do some commentations and
paint on
paint on the plate.
Old plates on pre-war.
I find old plates and I put some my on the different food and on the this is going to be my new project.
Your new project. I know maybe you talk about you've done sculptures with made lamps.
I made from the plastic pipes,
like PVC pipes. Yeah.
Okay. Stuff like this.
Okay. Excellent. The next, so you travel a lot. What are some of your favorite places? Why do you like those places? Where do you like to go when you travel?
Yeah, I love New York. I miss everyone from
What do you like in New York?
Hang out with the And yeah, New York is great. Beautiful art and good food, great people. And but I like Thailand. Thailand was really fun.
Why did you like Thailand?
It was like everything, like the food, the culture, the people,
salads,
papaya salad, and yeah, no, it was like
but
really
the weather,
special.
I think,
beautiful, yeah, and people like so nice, and we love this like night markets. It was fun.
People were very friendly. Thing in Thailand, usually I find very in a place, sort of one of these beautiful paradise places that the people, you always feel kind of guilty because the people
are very poor,
yeah, but Thailand, I mean, there is poverty, but it was almost, you haven't been, but it reminded me a little of Costa Rica. It's kind of a happy country and you don't feel so much of the disparity. Now, maybe it's there and you don't feel it. It still was something. Linda Krar, our friend Linda, Dr. Lek. Linda, what are you? You're in like 1990 Israel with Dr. Lek. Dr. Lek is an Israeli place, which is okay, but like, yeah,
try.
I don't know. It's like if I said to you, oh, we'll go get some ice cream in New York City and a Baskin Robbins, you'd be like, I'm not. So Dr. Lek is a little bit Robbins. Oh, Emmy Warner. Hello, Emmy. Emmy has a question for us. What is your favorite activity when you travel? Museums, walking around, eating at new restaurants, going to beach.
Yeah, restaurants, beach, of course, museum. I think.
Oh, Kasha gives a decisive answer of everything. Yeah. No, I think honest. If it's sunny out, Kasha and I want to lay in the sun all the time. That's why we're tan, because every moment of sun we are in the sun. If it's a great museum in town, it's a sunny day, and if we're not going to that museum. Doesn't matter how great the museum is. We are not going to that museum on a sunny day. It's not sunny. Then we want to go to we want to let different stuff. But sunny day, the sun I think in a hierarchy.
Yeah.
The top.
Food.
Sun first. Sun.
Food and sun.
Ice cream. Sun and ice. But a special shout out. We talked about the ice cream. What's the name of it? No.
Carrots.
No, 40 carrots. 40 carrots in
Bloomingdale.
Yogurt, frozen yogurt in Bloomingdale's 40 carats, but also not only in Bloomingdale's, also on the outside in Butterfield Market. Phenomenal in yogurt, really good. So the photo that we used for the AMA was you having a frozen yogurt in front.
And to Ellen.
Hello.
Yeah. Can
you recommend a delivery? Hi, Krakow. A good pizza delivery in Krakow? I have no idea, to be honest. About pizza, we really, we're still incredibly faithful to Pizza Garden. You turned us on to Ben many years ago. Sometimes we'll be in the mood for more of a Neapolitan pizza, in which case we'll go to
we like to
Tiamoti because they have salads as well. Yeah. But pizza in Krakow, I think, still Pizza Garden. And we live around the corner from Antonio also.
Coca.
Oh, Kasha, Emmy, you love Buddha Berry. Buddha Berry, Sag Harbor, I think. Buddha Berry, so good. But let's not say that it's on the level of 40 carats. Emmy, another Emmy with the questions. Excellent. Wow. Kasha, what is your meal of the day? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
I think dinner, because dinner we eat together and we do like it's like a full meal for us. We are drinking our like a green juice made every day. For me, for and I add some like bananas because he doesn't like much kale and green stuff in his smoothie. And lunch I do something simple and that's like something big for us.
I usually don't really eat lunch. I generally have my morning thing, then I don't eat during the day. I have better concentration if I don't eat. So Kasha lunch on her own, and then we have dinner together, generally kind of late, which is not great.
But we sit in the table and we have like different kind of food, and we are like having our
enjoying each other's company.
Yeah, exactly.
We turn our phones off
Oh,
the time.
maybe this today.
They will start to. No, I turn my phone off. I don't know about you. Ben, Pizza Garden has started doing motorcycle. Good to know.
Oh, good to know.
Good to know. We might have to do that soon. So, if there are no more questions, I think that we're going to wrap up. Do you have any last words, Leonardi, for our viewers there all over the world?
I want to say I miss everyone, and I hope we will see each other soon. And I hope the dinner will be start. I'm hoping before the summer.
See, I hope,
Yeah,
I hope so.
I hope so. Yeah.
Stay safe, buddy. Thank you.
Bye.
Be well. Bye. Thank you.